This is breaking news from KNWA.
Well, the sentence is handed down to the woman found guilty of kidnapping and murdering a Benton County, Arkansas woman and her unborn baby. Today, Amber Waterman sentenced to life in prison without parole. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Doug Warner. We have team coverage tonight along with my co-anchor Sonia Hill. But before we take you live to the courthouse there in Springfield, Missouri, a quick reminder of how this all happened. 2 years ago, Amber Waterman met Ashley Bush at a gas station in Maysville. Now, Waterman lured Bush into this deadly situation by telling her she had a job opportunity for Bush, a pregnant mother of 3 at the time. So she got into that car believing that job opportunity was true. Soon after, Bush was taken to Waterman's home across state lines in Pineville, Missouri, where she was shot. Let's begin tonight with my co-anchor, Sonia Hill, who has been in the courtroom for hours today. We'll get with Kylie Neal in just a moment. Now, Sonia, I know it was a tough day for everyone in that courtroom, but some needed that closure. At least Amber's family did.
Well, Doug, you're right. It was definitely an emotional day in the courtroom today. At 10:57 this morning, Amber Waterman, she entered the courtroom in chains, and 40 minutes later, the judge handed down his sentence. But it was the time in between that where the tears were shed, where the family was recounting the grief they've experienced since losing Ashley and Valkyrie, and also the pain that they say will span generations. Ashley's aunt was the first to take the stand today, saying that she remembers her niece as a little girl who loved dressing up, loved the outdoors, and she spoke of the woman she had become, a woman who loved her kids and never gave up, a woman who trusted people and took them at their word. She also spoke on Amber Waterman, calling her, quote, the face of Satan. Ashley's Aunt Terry also gave a statement today sharing the pain the family has endured since the murders, talking about how Rhonda, Ashley's mom, has cried every day since. Ashley's niece told the court about the pain Ashley's young sons have dealt with being split apart following her death, how 2 of her sons, they feel they didn't get closure after missing her service due to icy roads. By the end of the victim impact statements, the judge, he became very emotional, tearing up as he addressed the court, saying he had spent a lot of time praying about this case and the families who were so deeply impacted by this heinous crime. Ultimately, he did decide to take into account what he called the nature and circumstances surrounding the case, and by 11:40 this morning, he handed down her sentence, 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. So we did speak to Ashley's family following the sentencing, and they said that they do feel as though they are a bit closer to getting closure, but at this point they are just ready for justice to be served so they can move on with their lives. And Amber Waterman's husband, Jamie Waterman, he was also connected to the case, charged in connection to this case, and he had a plea change today,